So in terms of the community releases this week, Gonzalo TORRES released a Reclaimer cinematic showcase. This is showing off one of the is it the largest ship in the game at the minute?
Well, it's not the largest, but it's one of the larger. And again, just to reiterate, this is a shameless plug. This is something I did not know about, that this video existed until I saw it on Soul Citizen a couple of weeks back. I'll go ahead and mute us now and play it for everyone, Katie, and then I'll turn it back over to you. But holy shit, this video is legit. And I learned about it from Soul Citizens. So if you're not subscribed to Soul Citizens or following them on Twitch, you're doing it wrong. Enjoy. All right. That video is legit. Now, I'm seeing all kinds of chat where it's like, and I'll admit I'm very drunk at this point, so reading is hard, but I'm seeing lots of people like, oh, I guess I'll buy that for cash. I want it. I'll just point out 15 million alpha UEC. You can earn that in 30 hours of enjoyable gameplay. Not saying I'm not your dad. I don't control your wallet. I'm not telling you not to buy whatever. You do what the fuck makes you happy. But I will say you don't have to buy it with cash. It's up to you. If you want to buy it with cash because you want to pledge for the project and you want to give them money to keep, more sort of runway to get this project off the ground, God bless, Mazel Tov. You do you. But you don't have to. You don't have to ever put in more than the $45 to start. Anything over and above that. Now, I personally have pledged some because I felt guilty of telling other people. I felt really guilty because I was telling people, hey, you should back this project. And then I had not done anything more than the minimum, the 45. So I backed some. I pledged some to put my money where my mouth is. But I'm not telling you you should. I'm not telling you you shouldn't. You do you. I'm just telling you that everything in the game can be obtained for $0 cash. Griff, you got a point on this one? Hop in, brother.
Yeah, I mean, you hit it on the head. I think that there's a lot of misunderstanding of what this model is for Star Citizen. In the very beginning, when we got into the whole thing of kickstarting and then, of course, supporting the game, this was something that was done on a level that nobody ever expected. Chris Roberts' initial investment amount was less than $10 million. That was focused around Squadron 42. But as the vision or the demand grew, as people started continuing to throw money, and you already know this story, the vision expanded. It didn't expand because Chris expanded it. It was because the backers continued to say, we want you to make the ultimate game for us.
There was actually a big vote where they voted on it. And he literally said, do you guys want me to just do the game we started on? And they were like, no, we want you to do this bigger, crazy, deep, way long time thing.
Always wanted. Right. Make the game that we've always wanted to see. Right. And, one of my big beefs, and we've talked about this on our show, and I know you've heard me talk about it, is that I think that one of the most disappointing things is that sometimes gamers have forgotten what it means to dream and imagine. We've gotten so used to what the industry has been dishing out to us over the last 20 years that we've honestly forgotten there was a time when gamers wanted that ultimate thing. And I'm not talking about a quick fix. I'm talking about, something that goes beyond just reaching in game, or something that says, I've played this for, 100 hours. We used to want to find every nook and cranny. We used to want to have that game that never ended. And there's only a few games out there that have delivered on that. And so I think that this whole, of course, the structure of how they generated funding for this is very different. I think people coming in now are coming in with enough evidence of seeing where the game is going, and that there's legitimacy to what's being done. I think those of us who got into it years ago, there is a risk like anything else. I mean, how many indie games have we seen come and go, on a Kickstarter,
many,
on Steam, early access? And even over the last few years, the major developers, whether they be Bethesda or whoever, we've seen some big faux pas from companies that we never would have expected to see in development. And so I think that I think that we want people to know that, as you said, if you're giving money towards Star Citizen, do it because you believe in what they're doing and because you're supporting the endeavor of what they're doing. $45 gets you in. And for the people who pay just $45, we love you just as much as we love the person that pays $4,500.
Hell yeah.
Get in and have fun with the game. I think that everybody here has been in their own way saying that, check it out. This is Free Fly Week. Come in and check it out for yourselves. And I think you'll see where that money is being spent and where it's being spent. And I think you'll say, I think Tweak said it earlier, you definitely get it once you get in there. You see where the hard work for this development goes.
Mm-hmm. And just to say, you're not, I'm not trying to be shitty, but I'm just going to say it. You're not any better or any worse than anyone else if you put in your $45. Like, Oh, this guy put in $45. That guy put in $800. That guy put in $12,000. You're all equally entitled to the game that you backed because you put in the amount that you're owed the game. People that put in more, if you're able to, and this is most importantly, and you want to, mazel tov. God bless. Enjoy.
Yep.
Have fun with that. If you're
Nobody's
not
twisting
able
your arm.
to, or you don't want to, do not put in any money. Do not, if you're in a situation where you're like, my wife's going to get mad and I don't really have the money and this is going to, make me not able to fulfill my family obligations, for my kids and school and taxes and whatnot. Don't put in any money, man. You can get that ship by just playing in game and mining on another ship. Like, it's all good. But if you're at the point where you're able to and you want to, that is also beautiful. You do what you feel is right. No more. So, yeah, I just wanted to hop in on that because, Griff, you said it way better than I ever could.
No,
now,
you hit it on the head.
Now that we've covered that video, which gave me... So, first off, A, sexy as fuck. I want that ship. But B... If you sign on the crew to that ship, you better expect to get a face hugger, because that was giving me alien vibes from top to bottom. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is going to end up with me trying to eat a grilled cheese sandwich and watching a fucking thing burst out of somebody's chest. This is not going to go well, but I'm along for the ride. Katie, take it away. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just want to say, so go ahead.
Fast cart?
No, at least when it bursts out of his chest, it'll be singing, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello."
Oh, dude, Spaceballs. I love it. Yes. Katie, take it away.
I was fortunate enough to witness when Commander Avasa, who anyone from the AX community and elite will know, from his AXI debriefs, one of my favorite people, he brought his reclaimer to us when we were doing some Daymar practice some Daymar rally practice, and that thing is just genuinely imposing. The size of that thing is gargantuan. It's so big. It's so unimaginably big when you're looking at it from the ground. It's a very, very impressive ship, and as you say, very, very much the alien vibes from the interior. Amazing.
They actually did an interview a while back where they had one of the developers on there, and he was like, we definitely took inspiration from Alien on some of this. So that's legit. That's not by accident.
Tweaks, I believe you had something to add.
Yeah, the stream that came out earlier in the week, I don't remember exactly what it was titled, but it was all about PvP in the verse. And
Player Slayer.
That was it, Player Slayer. And that just struck a nerve with me because I think I've been banging the drum for a long time, and a lot of my PvP friends, Elite Dangerous suffers from the fact that FDev doesn't give them anything to do. There's nothing for them to do, and badness ensues because of it. What I see here and with CIG and Star Citizen is PvP is welcomed. They bring events, the emergent event, what is it, the Black Tails events and the Nine Tails and all that stuff. It's PvP is encouraged, and with the new system Pyro coming, that sounds like it's going to be a PvP haven. And it just really struck to me how different the two are in that regard, where CIG is embracing the PvP community and going to give them a purpose and a place, whereas FDev totally ignores them and pretends they don't exist. And I love that CIG is doing that. It's the right way to go, in my opinion.
I will say one of my favorite things to do, Tweaked, is, as you say, the support for the PvP community is amazing in that PvP bounties, like you commit a crime stat 3, you get a bounty on you on the mission board for any other player to take. And if you escape from prison, because prison escape is a thing, you will get a recapture fugitive mission placed on you on that mission board, which means that PvP is not only an integral part of the game, it's a rewarding part of the game as well, because you can be paid for doing PvP. Fastcar, I believe you had something to add as well.
Yeah, just for a point of fact, it's actually if you're a new backer, you don't have to pay $45. It's only $40.50 if you're paying in US currency. Also, you don't need to pay anything right now because you have enough free fly.
Hell
So
yeah.
you just hop in the game and just try different ships and get a feel for the game. And you have a free fly. I want to say every quarter almost. Or at least every 6 months. So if you miss this free fly, you can check it out in the future. So you don't have to pay anything if you don't want to. But I think it's worth it.
I know there are a lot of people, especially from the Elite Dangerous community, who are skeptical about Star Citizen, about the experience of it more than anything. And ultimately, like you say, you've got the free fly events a couple of times a year. That is the opportunity to, without any cost to yourself, to just go and see if this is for you or not. It might not be for you, but it might be what you've been looking for a very long time. So it's worth going to check that out.
Testify.
Griffin, you also had something to add to this.
Yeah, Kate, I want to say, first of all, my guys here from Soul Citizens know that I have been posting your videos since day one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In
Thank
our
you
video
very much.
channel, I literally put them in order chronologically and the whole 9 yards, right?
Yep.
One of the things that I do want to say, and I'll say this to you guys because I've said it on our show, but I'm going to say it to you directly. You all have, in many ways, revitalized some of us in the sense of what we've been playing. And let me explain what I mean by that. You all have the same desire and goal to find that space game, that genre game out there that really reaches into something different, right? Whether it be exploration, PvP with trading, mining, whatever the case may be. But you also come with a fresh set of eyes. And one of the things I've enjoyed about Kate's videos, and Kate, I know you're going to laugh when I say this, on your very first video, I was literally rolling, listening to you being concerned about the box that was on the bed of your adventure. Okay.
Not just him, I was too.
Now, the reason why I laughed is because what I realized is that something that we take for granted that we've been doing for a long time, you found amazement in. And quite often, those of us who've been here for a while have forgotten some of the mind-blowing, just the things that we take for granted. Walking in and out of a ship.
Yeah.
No big deal to us. We've been doing it for so long. And so to hear your excitement and see that you guys appreciate what many of us have taken for granted for a little while because we've been doing it for so long has been really refreshing. Also, the fact that you're honest, you've made it very clear that the game, and when we talk about a game being an alpha, what does that mean to most gamers when most of us either are in beta or early access, right? And so for a lot of people, they don't understand. And so when you hear about the crashes and this, that, and the other, there's a lot of frustration. But you always tell people, keep in mind, when you come into this game, it's an alpha. It is a mindset. Because otherwise, you will go out and commit Harry Carey. You'll kill yourself if you go into this game thinking about it being finished. It's very deceiving to come in and see. And you know this. Sometimes you can come in the game and nothing goes wrong. And there are other times you come in and every 3 or 4 times you're logging in, it's a frustration. So I appreciate the fact that you've been very honest in your review and explanation of what's been going on in the game. The point I wanted to tell you guys, though, is don't forget that with the free fly, there's a referral bonus that's going on right now. And I'm not talking about the credits. Right now, if you bring someone else into the game, you and that person get a free dragonfly during this time. So if anybody's cool with those hover bikes, that's another thing that folks can take advantage of right now. If they take any of you guys' referral codes, you guys will get a bike. They'll get a bike, and it's fun.
Are we cool with hover bikes?
I love Dragonfly is my favorite thing in the game, honestly. The Dragonfly is just, I love it so much. With regards to the bugs you mentioned there, I just want to say really quickly that, in my videos, I wanted to show that because I believe that people have a different tolerance to bugs, just like they have a different tolerance to grind. Some people will find that like, for example, the grind that eventually turned off really dangerous. Some people find that perfectly acceptable. That's fine. It's what they consider that to be to be a still enjoyable experience. And I both applaud them, and I think that they you got to play the games you enjoy. If they're enjoying the experience, play the game. Likewise with Star Citizen, I went into it thinking there's going to be bugs. I'm going to shrug off some bugs. Now I was pleasantly surprised that there were less of the kind of super kind of like instance or game kind of ending bugs that I imagined. But they do exist, and you need to show that if every once in a while you're going to get disconnected, or every once in a while there's going to be some glitch or something. And as you say, some days that's more common than others. I've had several days in a row where I've had no bugs whatsoever, and then a session where every 30 minutes or something I would get a disconnection. So it's important to show those things, I feel, but I don't feel like that they are common enough to diminish the experience. I feel like the experience it trumps any bugs that you encounter.